mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about... About 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 48. Check. 48's the mark. Here we go. Here we go. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Check. Watch 54. And let's pin the mirror.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10, flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On On second down, it's Elliott, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Prescott. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And an alley to run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Come on, baby.
Prescott from the gun on third. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 26.
Now Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Prescott on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Prescott. Cooper's got it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 81 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment, The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Here we go. Come on. Here I come.
Prescott. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Arlington. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 40 yards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Prescott. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you're so...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.